Hey friend, how are you? I hope you're well. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of having both sponsors and mentors as you grow your business or as you climb the corporate ladder in your career. Every single opportunity that has taken me from $30,000 in debt to making six figures to charging $180 an hour to charging $1,000 an hour have all come through my sponsors. When I was starting off my business, I told every single person who had ears what I wanted to get into, that I wanted to be a consultant. In particular, I wanted to do corporate strategy, executive and team coaching, speaking, facilitating, all of that kind of stuff. And the first opportunity I got came by way of a friend putting my name in a room that I didn't even know existed. There was an opportunity for a consulting gig, and because of the fact that putting out the job posting would take a little long, they reached out to their community and said, hey, we're looking for this type of consultant. Let us know if you know anybody. And my friend literally sent me an email saying, hey, there's this opportunity. I think you'd be great. I put your name in. And that opportunity to consult with that company opened up every single other door in my business and my career. If not for that one opportunity, I can honestly say that I wouldn't be making the type of money I am right now, having the access, the opportunities, as well as the reputation within the industry that I have right now. And if I did not have that person in my corner, this never would have happened. And over again, every single opportunity I have gotten has been by virtue of knowing somebody who they connect me with. And I would have never known that other person or known that opportunity if not for them. So this is why it is so important to figure out who are your sponsors and who are your mentors. And I'm going to break down exactly what each of those are, as well as how to find and foster those types of relationships within your career. A mentor is someone who gives a protege advice. And a protege could be someone they know directly or not. And the type of advice they give you is that they answer questions, they give you strategy, they share their own personal story as a path to helping you have guidance in your career development. I would say that I am kind of a virtual mentor because I am very open with sharing my path, my directions, the mistakes I made, and the good things I made, even if you don't actually know me personally. A sponsor, on the other hand, is somebody who actually puts your name in rooms, who uses their reputation as social clout to give you access to places that you may not have. You know, when you're little and you're doing those fundraisers and you're looking for someone to sponsor you for the event, so they are putting their money behind you to back you for whatever the event you're fundraising for. But in the business sense, a sponsor is someone who's putting their reputation behind you to back you to get opportunities that you probably wouldn't be able to get off of your name alone. Most of the sponsors you'll have will also be mentors, right? Because these people know you, they've given you advice, they've seen how you moved, so they're able to back you with their name. Although sometimes the people who sponsor you are not your mentors, like me giving the example of that friend of mine. Her and I consider each other peers. We always discuss the fact that we're iron sharpening iron. So we both work hard to make each other better. We learn from one another, but not in a protege versus like trainee type of level, more so on an equal playing field where we both share information to help each other grow. But at the same time, both of us have unique access where, because of the relationship we have, we're able to still sponsor each other by putting each other into rooms and giving each other access to information that we may not have known if not for the other person. But sometimes your mentor is who eventually becomes your sponsor. And with that being said, not all mentors are going to be sponsors. Some mentors, as we're going to get into the different ways that you're going to have access to getting mentors, are not going to even be able to sponsor you because they might not even know who you are. But for the most part, your sponsors will have some type of relationship with you that will allow them to feel trusting enough in your capabilities, in your discipline, in your skill set, in your subject matter expertise to be able to put their reputation on the line as collateral for you to get opportunities to grow and advance. I'm giving you all of this information, but what's most important is how do you find mentors and sponsors? I'd say that finding a mentor is much easier than finding a sponsor. So I'll start off with giving you 3 ways that you can find a mentor. The first one is to look around you. Look at your family, look at your friends, look at the mutuals that you have on social media, and really pay attention. Although their path might not directly be what you want to do. So for example, you're starting a service-based business versus someone having a product-based business. Even though it's not exactly the same, the strategies, the developments, the pieces of advice that they can have through their journey, through their successes, if you're able to be creative, you can actually tangibly apply those to your business and your situation. So sometimes we're looking for the best person to have ever done it. But if you're at level 1 and there's someone around you who's at level 2, their level 2 skills can be just as beneficial to you, if not more, than someone who's at level 10 who's trying to teach you how to get there. If somebody has a little bit of a gap and you can see that your next level is something that they already have and they're close to you, use them as a mentor. Another way to find mentors is through watching and reading. That's why I said that I could serve as a virtual mentor to you, because I am sharing my path. Most of the mentors that I have in my life don't even know the impact they have on me. They don't even know that they mentor me, because I am listening to their podcasts, reading their books, reading their biographies, watching their interviews. Success leaves clues. So go look at the successful people, go see what they're doing and start to apply that to your life. Your mentor doesn't have to be somebody that you pick up coffee with or that you can pick up the phone and have a conversation with. If somebody has laid out their strategy, their tips, their pieces of advice for development, and you can access that, use that person as a mentor towards your success. The third way to find a mentor is through networking, going to events within your industry, going to conferences, shaking hands, meeting individuals, and also using LinkedIn. I know so many people who will go on LinkedIn, add someone, leave a little comment as they're connecting with them, and the next thing you know, they're out for coffee and they've created this mentor-mentee relationship. Most people actually do want to have conversations with you, especially when you ask the right questions and you show genuine interest and curiosity. People are more than often willing to share their information with you. So get out there and get to know people, and also ask for introductions. If I have a friend who knows somebody who I think would be very interesting for me to know, or who could answer some of my questions or give me insight, I ask that friend to make that introduction, which kind of is sponsorship in a way, but it's utilizing the people around you and the resources around you to help you get to the next level. So network, meet people, bring up conversation, and check in on them as well. Getting a sponsor, on the other hand, takes a little more finesse, because you actually have to have a relationship. With mentors, you can read the books, read the podcasts, but you can't go and send an email to someone and say, hey, I've read every single book you've ever written and listened to every single one of your podcasts. I saw an opportunity. Can you sponsor me? No, there is something called the know you, like you, trust you factor. This is something that is really used in sales and business, right? Where in order for somebody to do something for you, they first of all have to know you, like know you personally, right? Who are you? What is important to you? Do we have some semblance of a relationship, or do I see you around enough to know your name? Then from knowing you, then they have to like you. What are you to them? What relationship do you have? What are you into that allows you both to collide, right? And the like you part is usually where the mentorship part will come into this. And then the final part is the trust you. Trust is such an important factor in finding a sponsor because, as I said, your sponsor is using their social currency on your behalf to sponsor you for opportunities. And social currency is very, very hard to get and very easy to lose. Could you imagine a stranger coming up to you and saying, hey, I need to pay my rent, but I need a cosign on a loan. Can you just sign on the dotted line for me, please, so that I can get this cosign? You'd be like, no, why would I put my credit on the line for you when I don't know you, when I don't trust that you won't run away, when if everything gets messed up, it's going to fall back on me. And this is the same thing with social currency, right? So in order for somebody to become your sponsor, they need to first know you, like you, then trust you. And when they trust you, when they see that your work ethic is there, that you're consistent, that you can do what you say, and that you have the potential, but you're just missing the opportunities or the access, then they'll be able to take their social currency and back you as a line of credit to get you into those opportunities. As you continue to grow your career or grow your business, I will continue to let you know how important it is to start figuring out what types of mentors and what types of sponsors you need. There are people who can offer you mentorship in many different places, but your ability to strategically align, understand where are the gaps within your understanding, who are the people within your industry or adjacent industries showing excellence that would entice you to want to learn from them, and how can you gain this access to them and information, because the more you know from other people, the more you're able to grow. There are so many things in my business that if I had really started doing mentorship much earlier, I would have skipped out on wasting money, wasting time, wasting effort, wasting resources, because that person would have told me what they did instead of me kind of like doing some vibes, trying to figure out how I'm gonna actually get to where I wanna get to, because success leaves clues. The people who have been successful will share with you their mistakes. And this is why biographies and podcasts and interviews and all of that stuff is so good, because people will tell you about how they messed up. And once they tell you about their mess ups, you can now apply that to what you're doing and skip over those steps so that you don't have to be in the same place. So I really hope that this helps you and that this encourages you to start fostering relationships, getting that mentorship, and activating that sponsorship by speaking up to the people who you're close with, who know, like, and trust you on what you need. So if you love this, subscribe. If you like this, like, and if you know a friend who is in the beginning of their business, in the beginning of their career, who would really benefit from this information, please share it with them. And I hope that you continue to be kind to yourself, because you're a work in progress, making progress, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.